friends, how's it going? 395 build. I've already put the piston and cylinder on. Front AV spring, it was missing. I've got the box in the mail from Rhys. Week and a bit ago. The tank breather, that little clip, or whatever it is, wouldn't stay in when I tried to clip it in. So I glued it in with Permatex Ultra Grey. Oil pump. Is present. I just had to get the little O-ring off a 288 oil pump. Excuse me. Just quickly. You could make a 288 oil pump fit, I reckon. Anyhow, the tank can be a pain to slide into position with every AV mount, which there is not on this saw. There's a carb kit for it, a couple of 8mm nuts. Not quite sure what they're for. Probably the bumpers. That's right, there's that, which I believe I didn't put back into place, or did I? Okay, that's missing. You'll have to bear with me on this little video. It's probably not going to be little. I have everything just sprawled out all over the bench. This limiting nut or bolt, whatever you want to call it, goes into there, into nothing. There's no rubber bung. There possibly could be. I just didn't have to check. Well, he sent another one of those, which I can't get into there. Clutch and sprocket, worm gear and everything's in that there. I believe this limiting bolt here didn't have the rubber plug that goes into the tank, but everything from the saw should be sitting right here where I left it from a couple of week or so ago. Doesn't have it. We'll put that there. I'll find the bolt for the AV in the front, which I think might be that one there with the washer on it, yes. Okay, the tank is on. Oh, oil pump, forgot to do it up. I hope that O-ring didn't come off. No, it didn't. I'll bolt it down while it's... Why does that sit up? Does anyone know? Is the screw, that screw's insanely is out a long way. Oh, does it sit over the, okay, if it sits over that, presses over that, then it's going to be not right. And this, lucky I checked, because this oil pump is seized. She's seized stiff. I don't know, it's spinning but not freely. I'm going to have to go in there and have a look at it. I'll do that at the end of the build, I think. The shim out, just in case something happens. We'll concentrate on getting this carb plate down. Got to feed the fuel, actually. Intake boot. So I have to try and get it on with minus this. So if I can get the grommet off that hose, pull that completely off, try and get this intake on properly. How are we all doing? I've been awaiting parts, excuse me, to arrive. Rhys went to all the trouble to box the saw up and send it away to get it, the build started, and he didn't send the piston bearings, so the build didn't go very far. All I could get done was the breather Duvalaki there in the side of the tank. Alright. So that goes like that. Oh yeah. The clamp. Clamp on. So it goes like so. That little tab. Oh yeah. It doesn't go on the cylinder very far. Is that upside down? No, because the impulse now slots into there. It's no big deal. I'll just take the impulse, the boot out of this little Duvalaki here. Okay, the boot was upside down, I think. First time, $3.95. I reckon the boot goes that way. With those two things under those, like that, maybe not. How was the carb sit? Oh yeah. We're getting somewhere. I'll do this and then I can concentrate on where's that other screwdriver? No, the 3-inch screwdriver will be better. Yeah, so Australia Post is woeful at this time of the year for mail. Takes a fair while to get to you. Any other normal time of the year, it's 2 days from Melbourne to Sydney and you've got it. But this time of the year it can take a week. Can't work it out. So I'll put the fuel hose, the breather, fuel hose goes through there. Oh, this is, forgot to mention, ported by Rhys, and it's had 20 thou off the base. Cut from another fellow chainsaw fella in somewhere near Sydney, near Rhys. He's got a lathe, so, or a mill, one of the two. It's had 20 thou off the base. Alright, that worked well. That goes to there for the kill switch, I gather. And the other wire comes through somewhere there. That's the only flaw I don't like with the 94, 95s. My 94s have the kill wire going through where the grommet goes in. If they had a separate hole, that'd be nice. Now I'll put this intake block over it. I might actually, I'll reach down and put this impulse on before I do all this, and then I'll pull. There's a wasp nest in the hose. I'll just squeeze it all and then blow it out. Put this on. I bought a little LED, like a desk reading light before for porting, but I believe it's not going to be bright enough. Time will tell, I suppose, when I go to my next project. Porting project. I just had this and now it's come back off. Can't really see it. Oh, there we go. The screw for the clamp is right in the way. There we go. She's on. I will be getting a new tripod in the near future as well, or something that I can bring this close to show you what I'm doing. I think it's about that time I did so. But I reckon everyone knows how to work on a 395. They're a popular saw. Now you got the Pharmatech, and Neotech will be out very shortly, versions. So everyone will be smashing them. Now this is going to be the tricky part. Try and lift it without ripping the intake boot. Just slot this into where it goes. I've got one side in. There we go. She's in place. That's sitting there, that's why. Why is this sitting up in the air now? Because I've got to pull the intake boot through one more clip. There we go. Grommet for the breather, which is this one here with the stone in the top of it. And it doesn't want to go over the hose, even though I just had it off. Pulled it off. There we go. I'm hoping the RTV holds it, that breather into the tank. Put this grommet in the hole, like so. Fish the fuel hose out, and this little breather clips into that little apparatus on the side of the intake manifold thing. That's a little bit different to the 94s. So there we have those and those. This has to be screwed down into the AVs, which is the two I thought they were long. Let's try a standard size, because I think they're slightly longer than normal. So we're missing one of those. I might have one. There's a long one there. So that's all right. That's fairly rigid for now. What do I do now? I might. Oh, hang on. There's a slightly longer than normal one there. That might be it. We are as rigid as we'll get. There's a, oh, why is it sticking down so much there? I mean, that's all you can get, that's what they give you. It doesn't fit in the tank properly. This saw has more AVs on it than mine, so, or any of the buffers, you know, the rubber bits, the sway limiters. Both my 94s only have the springs and that's it, there's no bumpers or anything on it, so I reckon we do the coil. That one won't work, that's a 661 coil. Oh, there it is there. just give the contacts a bit on the wire wheel to take the bit of the rust off the bottom. And the dirt and crap. That's what I do. Just give them a shine again. It's probably not what you're supposed to do, but this is the coil that came. Rhys did the bottom end. I've got to turn that back on because it uses the same bolts as the oil pump. Clean the threads out. Handy tool to have if you do work with saws. These should be 3mm, they're not. I can't find my 3mm ball end, so I've got to use those little kit dooblackies with these things. And this isn't the millimetre one, this is the 1/8. It's not 1/8. These must be 2.5mm, are they? No, they're 3. And I don't know where my 3mm ball end. Actually I do, I seen it on the floor the other day. Unless I picked it up. Just got crap everywhere. I'll use the kit my daughter. Oh, where did I put it? I had it before. I used it to get the oil pump off the 288. Here it is. It's only a very small Allen key. The starter's still got all the screws captive in it. Top cover looks like it has all the screws. Handlebar, I think it might need one. I've got some there. Kill wire, that's a choke. There's a kill wire, but it needs a terminal on it. No big deal. Leave that loose. Find my piece of bar and chain combo cardboard I used to set the gap. Which side's the magnet in? Oh, okay. There. No obvious marks in the discoloration showing the magnets. That's different. I'll have to find my 3mm ball end Allen key. Get the T handle. I'm going to need it in the future project. Jeez, I like OEM screws. My ported 394, it's got OEM screws, but they're out of a 50 Rancher ignition coil screws. I guess we better check the sparks. So that goes there on the top cover bolt. Handle inserts are missing in this one. I don't have a set of 394, 288 ones or anything, so it's just going to be a bare build. I won't do the kill wire on camera. Excuse me. Can't fit the carb because the clamp is over in the man cave still. Can put the handlebar on. Is it here? That's it here. I think yes. It doesn't line up. Yes, it does. Oh, AV for the cylinder. Okay, so that needs a coarse thread, which is right here. I'm going to have to add screws to it. That's it for coarse. Hopefully I've got what it needs. What's that piston for? Oh, 661. Why is it in the Husky bolt section? There's one. There's two sizes. You've got small for underneath. That one went in there. I think this one will go in there. Yeah. Slightly longer. And then the underneath they look bigger. Running out of screws. Really running out. Oh, there's some slightly longer ones being the. Hang on a minute. Is that? Oh, they're metal inserts. Okay. They'll take. Possibly these ones. Okay, so I don't need those other screws. Phew. Rightio. So the bar's on. Fit the muff. Put the muffler on. It's custom dual ported by me. The front port I put on, that's a 288 OEM. This is the rounded one. I rounded it. So that's the 288, the one that shoots back into the bigger port, then it goes forwards. I did them all a couple of months ago, send them to Rhys, and then he sent this one back to be built to this saw. So he port matched the gasket, but there's a bit of crap on it, and I don't know which way it's going to go on here. So it's got to be, I should turn the saw around so you can see it. Port matched gasket, and it's got to go up the other way. It's a bit of slop in that gasket. Yeah, that's it. Slide it on. Nice. I'll show you the look. Oh, hang on. Getting ahead of myself here. That heat shield. Which way do they go? Bent. Yeah. Just see what I can do with a rubber mallet. Does it go that way? No, because it hits the case. This is interesting. Why is one bolt longer than the other? I do not know what way this goes. That way. Ah. Oh yeah, yeah. Gasket heat shield muffler. I'd like to have another gasket, but is what it is. Gasket shield, gasket muffler. That's how I do it when I build saws, not normally, but I don't have a 394/5 gasket on me. Muffler gasket. So the other two screws there, I think those two front ones are for the front. Back that off a touch so I can still lift it. Put this one in there, it's probably not going to go, is it? Yes. Glue them up first, and then 10mm which I don't think I've got on hand. 810. It might be a bit bigger. What's on that? 8mm. That. I've got 11. I'll see if I can do it with 11. Nope. Three eighths. That's got to be a 10. That's a 10. Yep. Beautiful. So these other two gaskets he sent me, he doesn't need because they're 94 gaskets. Works for me. It gives me two spare ones. The plant, two screws for the elbow. Which is sitting there. Well, there's definitely, oh yeah, 1, 2. Air filter, bucking spikes. I'm gonna have to fit one of those. Actually, while we're at it, missing the guide plate. That's a case bolt. Start that back up, and I'll get a screw out of here. That's probably perfect. Plain and thread. Probably not a 4mm though. Yes, it is. Screw I just screwed into there is off a K1270 rail saw. OEM screw. And it's beautiful size actually. So why didn't I put the oil pump in? Was there a reason behind it? Oh, because it needs cleaning. There is another one here he sent with it. Filthy. But that turns mint. You know what? I'm going to put this one on it, I think. No. I can't. It's missing the roll pin. it's chewed away there. Why? Oh, should be right. I'll get into that other one. Yummy. I go without my coffee all week from that shop because they just don't open early enough before 5. Sometimes 4:45, sometimes 5 o'clock. I'm already on the road and on my way to the yard at 4:30, so just got to miss out. We've got this, I don't know where the screw is for it, but why does it sound broken? The screw is in it. Oh. Oh. Well, that's the screw for that. I don't know if this is for this one or 394. It is bloody filthy, like it came off at 394. But that sits there, and I probably won't be able to put it in now because the saw's complete. Oh, here we go. Yep, that goes there, that sits in there. Okay. Yep. I'll have to use this scratch because it's got a Phillips on the end of it. Gee, that comes close to there, doesn't it? That's on. Spark plugs are Husky brand. Husky plug. Probably won't be any good by looking at it. They is probably all think, why don't I just put a new plug in it? I might very well do that yet. But may as well run everything that was sent with the saw first. It's a HQT1 Husky. Okay, spare cylinder bolt, another one. Might pause this there, I'll have a fag now and I'll go and get the clamp for the carb and I'll do the kit. I'm hoping to finish it today, I probably won't. Who knows? Just got to put a terminal on that kill wire. Some heat shrink on there. That's the 45-degree bit I needed for the 288. I mean, I could put the carb, I don't even really got to put the carb on now and I could fire it. Don't need the air deflector on it yet. Just get the carb spray out. Someone's been in here. Someone's robbed the carb kit, that's why. Oh, it's a Tilly. Nice. Won't run without that. I've got to hit that with the grinder. Get all the old gasket material off. Whoop, I missed my chair. You know what I'll do, I'll pressure test it first to make sure this needle's alright. Mint. Beautiful. I believe that OEM needle in it, if that's still OEM, it quite possibly could be. Got a knife here somewhere, razor blade. Got to clean my bench back up. I've got 4 or 5 lots of project bits on the bloody bench, plus my latest or recent porting attempt, which I stopped doing because my tools were blunt and I haven't continued doing that yet. I don't know if I'll finish it or not. Make sure you put the little nub on the little doogalaccy on the needle. I reckon that'll need a little polish as well. Just little bits of rust on it. Then the hole's plugged up. The little relief hole was blocked. There we go. Don't think the choke has a grommet on these. I think they just sit under the top cover. I'll just use a tuning screwdriver to tighten these up. There you have it. Now I'll check the screws again. There is limiting caps in there, I think, but they've been removed. Below was one turn out. Oh, half a turn out. Not good. The high's all the way in. Because it's ported, it'll have to be 1 1/4 at least on the high. 1 1/4 on the low. Idle circuits all the way undone, I think. I'll just give the spray in there and then dump it out before I put it on, but I reckon that's good to go. I'll retest it now. It's all tightened up and new diaphragm's on, but I reckon it'll be alright. Small leak down. Now it's leaking. so slightly. Might as well do the top. I'll have a look at it. Not very tight. I might break this up into a couple of videos so these aren't bored to death. No issues with that side. Screen's nice and clean. Looking at the quality of the pump diaphragm, I'll leave it this one. I can assume this one's OEM. That's a CTS kit, whatever that is, Chinese I think. Get my magnet so I can get that screw over there. I'll go and get the clamp for the carb in a minute, and I'll fit the carb, put the starter on and see what happens. If I've got to lower the needle, I can do that. That's easy. While it's on the saw, just take the screws out and bam, off she comes. Let's give it a bit of a wipe off. That gunk in there's gone out already. All right. I'll go get the clamp, switches back on before I fire it, and we'll see what happens.